and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today is my finale in my 9 products in 2019 rolling project pan. I have panned quite a few products throughout this year. There's a lot of things that I've rolled out of this project and rolled into because I have hit my goal on them. There are also a handful of products that maybe I haven't hit my goal on, and there is also a lot of products that I am getting rid of from this project pan because the reason they're in this project pan is because they were nearing their expiration date and I wanted to get some good use out of them, and I feel like I've now done that and it is time to let them go out of my collection. So we will be going over my final wrap up. So where all of the remaining products lie, which ones I'm going to hold on to and which ones I'm going to get rid of. And then maybe if I'll continue to use them in a future project pan. I think that there are maybe a couple that I'm planning on or anticipate involving in future project pans. Oh, also kind of messed up because I left one product in my office at work. It is a Saturday when I'm filming this, so I will be inserting a picture and just talking briefly about where that product stands, but it is one that I am holding on to and will probably use in another project pan. But I really wanted to film this today because I was worried if I didn't film it today that I wouldn't get to filming it for a long time, and it needs to go up soon-ish. So with that being said, let's get started with the finale. All right, let's start off with a 2-in-1 product. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I was project panning one thing in here throughout quite a bit of the year, I think, and then in the last update I rolled in another one of the pans in this palette to use. Now I think that my goal was to completely use up both of the pans in this palette that were in this project pan. Didn't quite do that. The pans that I was trying to completely use up were the shades Lucid and the shades Sombre. They are the lightest 2 shades in this palette. I didn't quite hit my goal. With that being said, I have used a lot of these up, as you can see here. I will just show you really fast. This is what the remaining pan in this palette looks like. So I've pretty much used up all of the shade Sombre. I mean, there's just like a tiny bit of like corner pan left in this, and it's really hard to get to, so I kind of just stopped using it. And then this shade right here, the shade Lucid, I even have side pan up here. I did use it quite a bit. I expanded the pan quite a bit, but did not fully use it up. So that's a tiny bit disappointing because it would have been very satisfying to have fully used those 2 pans up. But we are at the end of this project, and I said at the middle, at some point in this project, I said that no matter what my pan looked like at the end of this project, I was going to be decluttering this palette. The reason being that I don't use the other 4 shades in this palette. I don't really love using it or showing it on my channel, and I think I've gotten my money's worth out of this palette. I've had it in my collection for maybe 3-4 years, perhaps. Long time. And I'm sure the shelf life on this is 12 months, so I've definitely had it over the expiration date by many times over, and it's just, you know, I feel okay about my progress. I got really good use out of it, and it is time to get out of my collection. Next is a product that I rolled in during the last update, and it is the Too Faced Natural Eyes eyeshadow palette. This was in a different project pan, I think with a Graveyard project pan, and my goal in this project was to hit side pan on one of the shades. The shade specifically that I was, ooh, wow, this is messy. The specific shade that I was trying to hit side pan on is the shade Silk Teddy. It is this pan right here, and as you can see, I have done that. There is pretty significant side pan. I mean, maybe not super significant, but a good amount of side pan in this shade right here, which feels really, really good. This is, I think, the oldest palette in my collection as of right now, and this is another product that I just kind of think it has seen its time in my collection. And although I really like this palette, it's really easy to use, and the shades aren't the worst. Like, they still blend okay. I just don't feel like I need this in my life anymore. I feel like I definitely got my money's worth out of it. I have pan in 5 of the shades and a pretty okay dip in 2 of the other ones. This is another one that is getting rolled out of my entire collection, not even just this project, even though this project is coming to an end. And I feel good about it. I hit my goal, which was to hit side pan on 1 other shade. So I feel pretty good about that. Ooh, next is another product that I did not succeed in my goal on. This is a product that I rolled in during my last update, and it is one of the Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadows in the shade White Rabbit. I think I might have used this once. During the year of 2019, I wanted to hit pan on all of my Super Shock shadows that were a bit older in my collection, and I did hit pan on quite a few of them, and I'll probably try and do something similar next year, but I just kind of stopped with this shade for some reason. So I mean, I'll show you what it looks like, but I don't think that it really looks any different than it did during my last update. It is a really beautiful dark kind of coppery red color, but I didn't reach for it. So that is a bit unfortunate that I did not hit my goal on this, but this was rolled in last update, so I still feel okay because obviously I hit my goals on other things because I was able to roll this in. So a little disappointing. I would have liked to have hit pan on this, but once we got out of the very fall months, it just felt a little weird to reach for something so warm toned and so coppery, because that feels very fall to me, and winter feels more cool tones, which is wearing cool tones on my eyes today. Now, to kind of bring us up a little bit after that disappointing product, I have been project panning this next item all year long. This is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadow in the shade Amber Rush. And like I said, I've been panning this all year long. I did not think that I was going to hit my goal, which was to hit pan on it. But one day, I saw the shiny end of this product and I was so excited. Not only did I hit pan, but there is a good little significant pan in there. You can see it right there in the middle. I am so excited. There is so much product in these little eyeshadows. They're beautiful eyeshadows, but L'Oreal is not cruelty free, so that's a bit unfortunate. Maybe one day I will declutter this, but it still works really, really well. Super easy to use and super beautiful, so I am gonna keep this in my collection, but I feel good that I was able to finally hit pan on it after a year long of using it. There were quite a few times when I would use it like 4 days in a row and then, you know, take a few days off and then use it again, because during the work week this was a really easy shadow to just throw on with another matte shade in the crease. And so I successfully hit pan on this and I feel so excited about it. All right, next we have 2 skincare products. The first is something that I didn't fully hit my goal on, but I am decluttering out of my collection. It is the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Purifying Mask with Red Clay. This is a peel-off mask, and there's probably maybe 1.5 uses, maybe 2 left in here. Not very much. I've used most of this up. And the reason I decided to stop using it was because the last time that I used it, it was really hard to get off of my skin. It really tugged on my skin, which kind of made me a bit uncomfortable. It did that when I originally purchased it, but not to the extent that it does it now. So I think that this just, I don't feel comfortable using it anymore. It's a little too aggressive nowadays, and I think that that's due to age. I used to really, really love this, but again, the age of this product made it a little too aggressive, as I mentioned. Although I don't feel like I've totally successfully panned this, I've used it up and I've used most of it up and I feel comfortable getting rid of it. Next is a lotion that I was panning. This is the another First Aid Beauty product. This is the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. Yes, I was like, did I use this up? Yes, I did. It is empty, as you can probably see in there. This took me quite a while, a bit longer than I was expecting to use up. I didn't love this product, but somebody suggested, I think in my last update, to use this along with a moisturizer that I did like. So I tried that and I was able to use it up much faster than I was using it. So this is finally done and out of my collection. I am not sad to see this go. Didn't really love it. I know a lot of people really love it, but I am not one of those people. All right, 2 products left. The first is a product that I am decluttering out of my collection. I did not hit my goal on it, but it is a lip product. This is the Bite Beauty Lip Crayon in the shade Rhubarb. I don't think I used it very much since my last update, maybe at all. I have quite a bit of product left in here, but what I have found is that I don't like using it. Simple as that. I don't like using this product. It is a really pretty, it's like a mauvey raspberry kind of color, and I just don't really love this formula, especially compared to some of the formulas that I do love, like the Colourpop Luxe lipstick, Colourpop Blur lipstick, Tarte Coloursplash lipsticks. Those ones I love and reach for all the time, that I don't really want to waste my time reaching for something that I don't love wearing. It's a little too glossy on the lips. The color just, it doesn't feel totally right on me to wear every day. I did try using it as a blush a couple times and that worked okay, but I feel a little weird about using a product that is this old on my face because I have very oily, acne prone skin, and I just worry that this will cause breakouts if I use it on my skin. So I did try that a couple times. It worked okay. Let me see if I can find the paper that shows my original progress. Aha, here it is. Okay, so this is my Bite Beauty lipstick progress. So here at the top is where I started, and I'm pretty sure we're not gonna see any progress. Yeah, this is still at the same line that it was at before, which is down here. So I mean, overall, I did make quite a bit of progress on this product, and I feel okay about decluttering it. It's been in my collection for a very, very long time, and Bite products are made with very natural ingredients, so I'm sure that this is well expired. And I like the color, don't love the color. Like the formula, don't love the formula. And it is time for this product to see its way out of my collection. And the last product I have to talk about is the one that is sitting on my desk at work miles away, and I cannot show it to you on screen, but it is another lipstick. It is the NARS Audacious lipstick in the shade Anita. I think I used this a couple of times, and I was planning on using it quite a bit this last week, but when I got back from Vegas, I did go to Vegas last weekend, in case you didn't know that, for the first time. It was great. I got sick. No surprise there. It's winter. I was traveling on a plane, wearing myself out, being up so late, drinking alcohol and all of that jazz. So I got sick, and when I'm sick, I don't really wear a lot of makeup, especially lipstick, because I got tissues all around my nose and the lip area. So I might have had more progress, but I definitely would not have used it up. I can show you this, and I will insert a picture also, but this is where I started with NARS Anita, and then this is where I, well, sort of ended. I have a feeling this line didn't move very much, but as you can see, there is quite a gap and a dip right here, which does feel really good. The NARS Audacious lipsticks are very expensive. I think they're like $32 each, which is outrageous. They are a really good formula, but NARS is not cruelty free. So my goal was to try and use this product up, and I will be keeping it in my collection because, again, I really love the formula and I really, really like this color. So I will probably throw it into another project pan next year and try and use it up again. Somebody recommended using that as a blush, which I might try and do, but we'll have to see. So I haven't used that product up, but like the Bite lipstick, I did make really, really good progress on that lipstick this year. Lipsticks are just such a pain to project pan because they take forever to use up. So there is the end of my 9 products in 2019 project pan. I think it was pretty successful. This was a rolling project pan, and there are a lot of products that I rolled out and rolled in. I think the only products that are original to the start of the project were the L'Oreal eyeshadow and the 2 lipsticks, I think, are the only ones that are original. Everything else is not new, but not original to the project. So that feels pretty good. If you like project pans, definitely consider subscribing because I will be doing more next year, the year of 2020. I'm actually planning on doing the Pan Those eyeshadow project pans, which is where you randomly generate different eyeshadows throughout your collection to project pan, which is very exciting. Also very nerve-wracking because you never know what you're gonna get. If you don't want to miss those videos, again, definitely consider subscribing. If you liked this video and if you like project pans, consider giving this one a thumbs up so that YouTube likes my content and pushes it out for people to see. And I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.